Hallo Leute, willkommen zurück zu R&R Production. Hier ist Roby und wir spielen weiter mit Genshin Impact. Wir sind bei Part 30. Und schauen wir gleich mal, was haben wir hier Schönes. Ah, Thomas hatte Geburtstag. Oder was wegen was anderes? Lange nicht gesehen. Irgendwas Geburtstag? Sehr wahrscheinlich. Was haben wir hier Schönes Neues? Neuer Probelauf. Ei. Na, wir nicht geschafft. Oh, ihr könnt aber Chavres bekommen. Oder Chevre. Unsere Kuju Sara. Und Bennett. Yoimiya. Oder. Oh, auch nice. Oder Shogun Raiden. Ich glaube, ich würde Shogun Raiden versuchen. Aber so ein Feuerbogen als Ersatz für Amber wäre auch nicht schlecht. Muss man schauen dann. Welchen von beiden. Oder abwechselnd. Mal schauen, welchen Bock hab. Shogun Raiden. Donnerpuls, Grasschnittstrahl. So. Wir können Zwischenkapitel weitermachen. Ne, das ist Jadegemach. Was ist das hier? Unfreiwilliges Opfer. So, ich kann... Da ist große Kluft. Okay. Machen wir Jadegemach. Dann machen wir Jadegemach. Das kriegen wir doch hin. Hup, ich komme. Die ganzen Hauptquests hier. Das war wahrscheinlich die ganzen Quests, die man machen musste. Weil es storymäßig nicht weiterging bis nach Inazuma. Was immer auf dem aktuellen Stand. Da haben die immer so ein bisschen Brotkrümel hingeworfen, bis die nächste Karte rauskam. Alles meins. Schade. Sehr schön.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
Yep.
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Oha.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when.
Oha.
I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Wieso flüstern die alle? Wollt ihr das alle wissen?
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some plot just the other day. So excuse me all, but, I have some business to do.
Alter, sag's halt noch lauter.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
Direkt.
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested?
Ist es wirklich möglich, alles zu fragen?
Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Vielleicht kann ich etwas über meinen Bruder herausfinden.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again!
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance.
Wir haben Leo gerettet und so,
The
dank sie uns.
construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to you. Do not...
Versuchen wir's.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Ah, don't be like that. Hey, come on, don't go!
Shenhe?
Why don't you
Wie hieß
stand
die?
there after her?
Ich glaube, sie hieß Shenhe, oder?
Right, yeah.
Heimkehr des Kranichs mit dem Wind.
They said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Alles klar, Paimon. Wir gehen, wo du hin willst. Ich vertraue dir vollkommen, Paimon.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? No, don't worry. We're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the The energy she gives off, I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't.
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites.
Und? Darf sie doch.
Then Shenhe kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again.
Darf sie das nicht machen, ne?
How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Spielen Sie nicht diesen kalten Zug? Diese Typen kaufen und verkaufen mit Gewalt.
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear!
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Alles in Ordnung?
Shenhe.
Sag doch, Shenhe.
Shenhe?
Meine Waifu.
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
Gute Aktion, aber was wäre passiert, ne? Wenn die Milifen gekommen und wie die heißen und dann?
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws?
Hast du nicht von Gesetzen hier gehört, Shenhe?
No, apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
Du scheinst irgendein Geräusch zu sein.
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Crimson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Das sind medizinische Kräuter.
Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach.
Dann gehen wir. Medizinessen machen.
You think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an adeptus, that would explain everything.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Ginseng, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
Oha.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them!
My hunger has now abated. Thank you.
Wie hat es geschmeckt?
Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, after consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future.
Ja, und kann ich trotzdem was Geiles essen?
The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development.
So ein ist, hä? Nur kultivieren.
Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon knew she was an adeptus.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Ach, cool.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Du bist jederzeit willkommen.
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay?
So sieht's aus.
Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plustrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Asia.
You? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs.
Der redet immer so komisch, ey.
Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
Nö.
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called sunset vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, sunset vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed.
Oha.
As far as the records show, virtually all sunset vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Boo Boo. Immer diese Bubus. Was ist was? Beiju hat dir von der Dame Plaustrit erzählt. Geh jetzt zu Händler Gilde Feiyun, um mehr dafür zu erfahren. Dieser Auftrag ist nicht ausführbar, weil eine Figur für einen anderen Auftrag verwendet ist. Fabula Textile. Wunderschön. Jetzt wird hier gebremst, muss ich mal den da machen oder was? Katastrophe. Es kommt aber, wenn man zu viele Aufträge hat, ey. Da, 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 da.
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
War der Autor zu sehr auf sich selbst konzentriert?
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingse village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books?
Oh.
Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection?
Darf ich fragen, wer du bist?
Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingse and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth?
Das stimmt, du könntest uns den Weg zeigen.
My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Fabula Textile. Erster Akt. Geht zum Kindchendorf und Stadtdeck Shengxi einen Besuch ab. Sheng 9. So. Was ist der beste Weg? Da habe ich freigeschaltet. Ich glaube sowas, ne? Dann laufen wir immer weiter. Da ist eine schöne Kiste. Sehr schön. Und Bambussprossen.
Someone needs assistance.
Pay your dues.
You can't run! Starfall!
Wunderschön. Wo ist denn der schon wieder?
No escape.
Immer schön in die Fresse.
You can't run from death.
Sehr schön. Noch ein Silberschwert.
Is this an answer from this world?
Der gute Geokokulus. Guten Bambussprossen. Ich glaube, die brauchen auch zum Kochen, wenn ich mich nicht ganz irre.
Starfall!
Easy. Warte mal. Wenn ich jetzt ohne den... Ja, einfach die Kiste liegen lassen, ey. Eine gute hier Bambussprosse. Wie kann sowas passieren?
A reward on the road.
Kann nur einer schuld sein. Meine Arbeit. Bin ich hier ganz überlastet. Dass ich mit meinen Augen nicht mal mehr sehe. Was wichtig ist. Da ist es ja. Wunderschön. Danke.
These will come in handy.
Oh. Hallo. Schöner. Oh, das ist ein Geokokulus. Auch sehr schön. Schöner Seli. Oh, andere Seite auch noch. Wo geht denn der hin alles? Wo ist der? Alter, wo geht denn der hin? Sehr
A
schön.
reward on the road.
Ich darf den Geokokulus nicht vergessen. Den nehmen wir auf jeden Fall mit. Bambussprosse. Auch nicht vergessen. Wunderschön.
Is this
Immer
an
hinter
answer from
den
this
schönen
world?
Häusern schauen. Darf man nie vergessen. Oh, fuck. Nee. Von hier besser. Perfekt. 20 Seelis. Auch nicht schlecht. Futter. Aussichtspunkt. Sehr schön. Sehr schön. Also Free Stuff. Auch Free Stuff. June Pepperoni. Alles gut Stuff. Wieso geht's nicht? Auch nicht. Hä? Komisch. Versuchen wir es noch einmal, dann habe ich keine Ahnung. Komm, geh weg. Jetzt. War nicht richtig in der Mitte das.
A reward on the road.
Vielen Dank. Sage ich niemals nein. Zu Free Stuff. Und zwar den guten Free Stuff. Nicht den billigen. Den teuren. Noch mehr Geokokulus. Hopp. Sehr schön. Hau mal alle behindert. Das sind nur ein paar Schleimchen. Mein Gott. Sie still. Vielleicht im Haus. Ui. Vielleicht hier was versteckt.
Is this an answer
Sehr
from
schön.
this world?
Ah, könnte knapp werden. Schaffen wir das? Ja, ja. Locker. Schöne Geokokulus. Nach oben. Das kriegt man auch hin. Natürlich aufs Dach. Sonst ist es ja zu leicht. Sehr schön. Ah. Flieg jetzt nicht runter. Nochmal aufs Dach. Ey. Alter, willst du mich verarschen? Alter. Vielen Dank.
I'll keep this close.
Musik. Ja, noch ein Buch. Gute Früchte, Gemüse. Ah, hier gibt es zu viel. Gibt es nicht. Wie komme ich da auch? Schade. Wahrscheinlich von oben irgendwie runterspringen. Muss ich gucken, ob ich irgendwas finde, wo man schön hochkommt. Oh, noch ein Büchlein. Sehr geil.
I'll keep this close.
Alter, Alter. Was es hier nicht alles gibt. Noch Bambussprossen. Ich sag doch, diese gibt's nur hier, glaube ich. Und deswegen muss man die immer sammeln. Weil so oft kommst du gar nicht her. Ey. Mega nervig. Hup, hup. Das war der, glaube ich, oder? Mit den Büchern.
The heavens are smiting me to smithereens.
Entschuldigung bitte, bist du Shang 9?
Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means?
Du bist traurig, weil du keine Bücher mehr lesen kannst?
Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them. And now they're gone. Gone, I tell you.
Also nur collecten, nicht lesen oder was?
It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on, go.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Einzige erzählt.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. There's a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have good taste, my boy.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published. But over time, it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation works. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
Was jetzt? Ist es so wie das ganze Marvel und DC? Ist jetzt schon
The
overused?
later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare. I could never bring myself to pawn it no matter how much I needed the money.
You mean you still have it?
Und du kriegst es aber nicht, kleiner Junge.
Yes.
Leider.
It is my one and only remaining treasure.
Hey, Chang.
Jetzt geht's los.
You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the Corlapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the Fatui.
Oh, you again. But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an early grave.
Alter, chill mal.
You...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Habe ich nicht so Schwerter von Gua? Was lacht denn der?
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age.
Er hat Schüler gesagt, Bruder. Schüler.
Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be sorry you crossed me.
Jetzt was Prügelchen kaputt.
And you,
Den Shanku.
Chang, you're selling that Corlapis whether you like it or not.
Also nicht. Warte, haut ab. Ich dachte, wir kämpfen jetzt.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger. My days are numbered.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Jetzt aber mal halblang.
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please, just take this book and leave me in peace.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
Und wie, wenn er gleich stirbt?
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here.
Ignorieren wir es einfach. Ja, klasse. Ich muss eine Wand entlang laufen, aber von da oben runterspringen wahrscheinlich.
So, you like reading, huh? Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
Ich hab sie weggesprengt. Das ist schon, glaube ich, das zweite Mal. Diese Typen waren aber ganz schön aggressiv.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery, pure and simple.
Wir müssen einen Weg finden, Chang 19 zu helfen.
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Ist komisch, jetzt auf einmal.
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection.
Hast du einen Plan?
Of course I do. An initial plan, anyway. I still need to work out the details. Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
Krieg mal hin.
You're still here? What
Alter.
is this, a game to you? You think no one's really gonna get hurt? I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball clan? I meant Guhua clan. That's what you goofballs call it, right?
Jetzt gibt's Stress,
There's
Alter.
a
Ich
saying
prügel die
that
Scheiße aus
goes,
meinem Leib.
the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you buffoon!
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten is one to whom I owe a debt of gratitude.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all. But you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face of evil?
Der mag seine Superhelden,
Oh,
Alter.
great speech. But now it's time for you to learn your lesson.
Jetzt prügeln wir ein bisschen Changhu.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Changhu für die Kuh.
Let me amuse
Rain
you.
outlines your fate. Body and mount. Blink!
Muss ich schon wieder, ey.
No, my sword!
Alter. Hässlichsten Platz gesucht. Okay.
Let me weave you a verse.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Opfer.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson?
Du hast also ein göttliches Auge.
Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words.
Da war ja einer dabei von
There
Fatui.
must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
That idea works, but what are you gonna do?
Buch lesen.
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
Ich wusste doch. Wir schaffen Ellis
You
Buch,
really
ja?
have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your errand runners?
Wow, so that's how that turned out. This whole passage is just extraordinary.
Der Pisskopf.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face.
Helfen wir lieber erst Chang, 9.
Fine, but as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him.
Mach.
From now on, he shall be known as Guhua Geek.
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs.
Ja, ja, ja. Pisskopf. Jetzt kann ich wieder Ding machen, oder was? Jetzt mach ich den zu Ende. Katastrophe. Jetzt mache ich den schon wieder fertig. Das ist grad, was ist jetzt schon wieder? Neue Sequenz oder was? Kurz also dunkel geworden.
What if Master finds out? Who goes there?
Ich bin ein Händler aus Monster und habe eine Verabredung mit Fürsten Macau. Mao Kai. Ich bin Rakilla. Dein Herr hat mich eingeladen.
How strange. You're not on the guest list. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been canceled.
Urgent business? What is it?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone.
So geht man also hier also mit seinen Gästen um.
No, I mean yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me.
Wenn du uns nicht zu Fürst Mao Kai lässt, wird das Folgen für dich haben.
I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shenhe Kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on our minds when my master's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
Thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord of Geo.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator.
Ich habe doch nur improvisiert.
Is that so? Now Paimon knows not to let your wily ways get the better of her in the future. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui.
Das vermute ich auch.
In that case, let's get ourselves over to the Shenhe Kiosk. Seems business is booming at the Shenhe Kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful. Soll ich noch hoch oder was? Ich wollte doch nur das Jadegemach reparieren. Und plötzlich muss ich Bücher sammeln gehen. Immer diese Büchersammlungsaufgaben hier.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet.
Katastrophe.
But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result.
Schuldeneintreiber.
We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
Hey, drum bin ich.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you. don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui.
Yep. Sieht so aus.
Who knows if Gua Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
Ja. Jetzt ist er wieder woanders drin raus. Katastrophe. Ja, jetzt ist er wieder hier drin. Ja, dann machen wir einen Zweiteiler draus. Ich schaffe nicht beide Quests auf einmal. Katastrophe. Da ist der Charakter da besetzt, dann ist der Charakter da besetzt. So. Machen wir Daily. Vielleicht... Ja, schau mal. Ich mache jetzt den Daily kurz. Und dann schaue ich mal vielleicht. Vielleicht ist nur kurz was sprechen, dann ist der wieder frei. Dann mache ich doch den Buchfutzi, wie Paimon so gern sagt, zu Ende.
Hey, go, Baron Bunny! I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Vielen Dank. Sehr geil. Sehr, sehr geil. Jetzt ein bisschen für alle.
Someone needs...
Ganzen Free Stuff. Jetzt lass mal hoch. Und wenn ich da bin, natürlich. Baum. Wunderschön. Wunderschön. Ihr seid gleich alle down, ich sag's euch.
Steady as stone.
Heilen, heilen, heilen. Noch zwei. Kriegen wir auch hin. Wunderschön.
No escape. Leave it all to me.
Easy. Yes. Noch mehr Steinchen. Ich denke, ich tue jetzt ein bisschen was machen von der Quest. Dann hoffe ich, dass unser Kumpel Shinkur wieder frei ist. Können wir wenigstens den längeren Auftrag fertigstellen. Wenn es gut läuft. Oh, da unten ist die Kiste. Na, kein Ziel, was geht. Sehr schön. Was haben wir hier Schönes? Ui, einiges. So. Oh, sogar die letzten zwei. Da habe ich alles. Schön. Geo ist voll.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Vielleicht habe ich Glück und ich muss echt nur kurz mit ihm sprechen.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million more.
Oha.
500 million?!
Ich besitze leider nicht so viel Geld.
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any Sunset Vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Davon höre ich zum ersten Mal.
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure?
Sicher doch.
Wouldn't it be a little, you know, disrespectful? With him being an Adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
Not amused, eh?
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Versuchen wir.
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Shincho.
Und? Nee, immer noch gesperrt. Wahrscheinlich muss ich den jetzt erst zu Ende machen. Dann ist er wieder frei. Katastrophe.
Let's see. Shincho said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around.
Ja, Shenhe, du bist eine Maschine.
Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Zeig uns den Weg, Seli.
Judgment!
Nein! Mir ist was runtergefallen.
The Sealy got to here and then disappeared. Should we go over and take a look?
Achso, das ist ein Ding, ne? 49? Krieg mal hin. Krieg mal doch hin.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Oh.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
Shenhe, was denkst du?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning.
Wie es sich mir anhört.
If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
Mach mal. Den Speereis. Oh, nice. Aber Rosario hat auch Eis. Katastrophe mit denen. Ich komm ja schon.
Obey!
Sehr schön. Jetzt geht's nach oben. Da hinten ist auch noch einer. Kriegen wir auch gleich. ich da hin? Achso. Easy.
Someone needs assistance. Someone needs... Starfall!
Starfall. Es gibt nur einen Starfall. Meteorit. Von Jean. Ah, ich will die Attacke auch. Ich will den eigentlich so aufzuschauen. Aber ich habe den noch nie bekommen.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? Unleash! Manifest! Obey! Do your master's bidding!
Immer schön drauf. Sehr schön.
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Easy. Haben wir gewonnen, oder? Wunderschön. Jetzt. Oh ne.
Whoa! We're gonna fall!
Oh, ist ja dem verloren.
Everyone okay? Look! The ceiling has disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Kriegen wir hin.
Unleash! By ordinance divine! Manifest!
Crumble apart!
Hey, get him! You can't run!
As a dutiful maid would.
Ich hab gehofft, der fliegt da runter.
No one escapes my...
Obey! Manifest!
Starfall!
Shiver!
Steady as
Immer
stone.
voll drauf. Die haben so viel Leben, die Großen. Schon nervig.
Unleash! Cryo incarnate!
Sehr schön.
Manifest! Obey!
Geht doch. Fliege jetzt noch tiefer. Oder kommt der Bosskampf hier? Ja, eine gute Ruinenrichtung.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall.
Wasser.
Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently.
Ich habe vorher meinen Flügel gemacht, hat nichts gebracht.
That ceiling's on the move again. Let's catch up with it.
Wollen mich nicht durchlassen. Ich dachte schon, da wäre was Gutes drin.
Something looks different about this
geht's nicht weiter, okay. Das war's. Ein Kistchen. Schade.
No escape! Starball! Ha! You can't run! Punishment! As a good night show.
Kurz heilen.
Unleash! Obey!
Eidechse.
I must leave judgment. Crumble apart.
Manifest! Unleash!
Ich muss schon frieren. Also kommt aber eh noch mal ein Boss.
Do your master's bidding!
Sehr schön. Wir ballern uns hier durch. Die werden einfach Luft zum Schlag.
Obey!
Krieg ich erstmal einen Ruinenwächter. Gleich 2.
In your dreams! Unleash! That's cheating!
Starball! Time to clean up.
Wie viel die aushalten.
You can't run! What a nuisance! Shiver!
Bet you can't keep up with me. Starball! Ha! Drop!
Alter.
Starball!
Gefährlich.
Drop! Steady as stone. Yeah! Go, go! Yeah!
Obey! By ordinance divine!
Einer ist down. Sehr schön. Sehr schön.
Starball! Crumble apart! Let it rain!
Manifest!
Aber eigentlich. Ich muss echt stärker werden. Ich bin viel zu schwach. Komm, Seli, weiter geht's. Wo führst du mich hin?
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite?
Sieht echt so aus. Oh, ich stehe. Eine billige Kiste. Irgendwie nicht so geil. Ich hab gehofft, eine geile Mega-Kiste. Aber nö.
Is this it? Is this the sunset vermilionite?
Das Jadegemach ist ja auch sehr groß.
That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Prostrate doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount.
Oha.
Only after being activated does Prostrate reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Nicht schlecht.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Die Meisterin von Shenhe ist...
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely!
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Oha.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Deswegen ist sie Weißhaarige. Wenn du besoffen bist, kann sie sich tragen.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Prostrate sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged.
Paimon macht sich dich Sorgen, Shenhe.
My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the Prostrate. Let's meet at the building site later.
Ist ja nicht.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself?
Sie ist ja eine Maschine, sag ich doch.
Can't I super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Nur 5. Traurig. Also die alles voll jetzt. Tick, 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 tick. Ihre kleinen Füßchen. Tick, 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 tick.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Prostrate specimen.
Easy.
But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of Prostrate we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction.
Kein Problem.
As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Shenhe! Shenhe! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it?
Nicht mal ein bisschen?
Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
War sie ein Mensch? Weiß ich gar nicht mehr.
Shenhe?
Geht es dir gut?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
Stimmt irgendwas mit ihr? Ich weiß gar nicht mehr was.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Da hat Paimon ganz recht.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Genau, Shenhe. Komm. Zusammen in ein Bettchen, komm. Die beste Methode, diese Welt zu verstehen, ist, jede Ecke davon zu erkunden. Löse uralte Rätsel, hilf verirrten Reisenden oder suche nach versteckten Schätzen. Überall ist du die Möglichkeit, wertvolles Wissen und Erfahrung zu sammeln. Selbst wenn du dich nicht für Rätsel interessierst, liegt am Ende deines Weges immer ein Schatz. Keine Ahnung. Achso, der hier. Das ist wahrscheinlich die Quest. Joanne.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts.
Tea seller.
So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just through the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
Unser Vielfraß.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Ruh dich gut aus.
Mm-hmm. See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here?
Sensei?
Let's go and say hi.
Shenhe Sensei, ich komme.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Ist also die Wahrheit?
What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Ja, wobei, ich weiß nicht.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Sehr.
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
Oha.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born.
Also sie ist, wie man schon so schön sagt, crazy.
One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
Nicht schlecht.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her.
Die spricht so langsam, Alter. Die Meisterin von der Shenhe immer sprach, ist also...
Indeed. It is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Immer doch.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Natürlich.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
Halleluja.
So,
Warte bis morgen früh.
Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend.
Ah ja, man hat sich erst kennengelernt. Da muss man doch auch Spaß haben.
For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
So sieht's aus. Paimon hat recht.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, sunset vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Ah ja, KFC ist immer besser, gell? So. Erstmal heilen. Haben wir wenigstens einen Teil der Main Quest oder das Zwischenkapitel gemacht. Sehr schön. Machen wir schnell die Dailies für heute noch. Hui. Was haben wir noch? Schönes. Gehen wir dahin. Daily. Ach komm, immer wieder meine Kleine. Ah, mein Kumpel hier. Haben wir auch schon mal gelabert. Ich werde das übernehmen. Nehmen wir wieder den Fuß des Berges. Das haben wir letztes Mal nicht geschafft in einer Minute. Hier unten ist nicht viel, aber nur ein Haufen Hilscher. Das sind keine große Bedrohung, aber kein schöner Anblick. Gehen, kümmere dich um alle. Für so eine Aufgabe gebe ich dir 1 Minute. Das sollte reichen. Schau mal. Alter. Das soll 1 Minute sein. Achso, nee, diese hinten. Oh, jetzt hab ich an den 3 zu viel Zeit gerückt. Hey. Ich würde diese Minute nicht schaffen. Damals.
As a good night should. Judgment! Punishment!
Scheiße. Ich glaube, wieder nicht geklappt. Alter, wenn es mit Strecke zum Laufen ist, kannst du vergessen. Allein das Laufen dauert doch länger als 1 Minute. Wie, die Sache, um die ich gebeten hatte, ist bereits erledigt? Ist bereits erledigt. Faul, genau wie die Orden vor. Du hast 1 Minute. Hast du vergessen oder von Anfang an nicht zugehört? Pisskopf. Ich hoffe, du kriegst auf die Fresse. Immer wieder, jeden Tag aufs Neue. Arschloch. Schalalalala. Boom.
I must leave you.
zu Nervensegel an.
Leave it all. You can't run. Lights out.
Geht so. Bomben, ey. Wenn nichts hilft. Holt schön meine Bombe raus. Die zerstört alles. Scheiße. Der fiese Heiler.
As a dutiful maid would. I'll catch up.
Da hält es richtig aber. Sehr schön. Ist einfach gestorben oder was? Das ist das falsche Niveau. Da war doch keine Kiste davor. Ich glaube, so weit wir kommen. Ist ja etwas vor Kiste, oder? Und die ist doch schon längst gesehen, die Kiste.
An answer from this world?
Ja, da habe ich ja schon alles gemacht.
Steadiest.
Jetzt ein Nervensägen. Sehr schön, wir haben zwei.
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. Hey, get him! No one escapes my sight. Drop. You can't run.
Geschafft. Wunderschön. Wie wir es brauchen. Schnell und effizient. Achso, kriegen wir noch einen. Jetzt haben wir sogar zwei. Erreiche Stufe 32. Dann können wir erst von denen hier machen, ne? Da gibt's auch so viele. Krass.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for
32. Gerade noch gesagt. Komm, probier geniale Beschwörung
Ad
aus.
Astra.
Vielen Dank. Sogar 100.
Ad Astra.
Was haben wir hier alles Schönes? Ein bisschen Pünktchen. Achso, geniale Beschwörung ist jetzt frei. Ja. Neue. Ah, jetzt kann ich die machen, gell? Ja, ich muss den hier erst machen. Schalten wir gleich frei. Hauptsache freigeschalten. Machen können wir dann immer. So. Hier auch. Aber die kosten 2, glaube ich. Ja. Die kosten 2. Oh, hier sind wir schon wieder bei 5, fast 600. Auch nicht schlecht. Da dauert es noch. Was ist jetzt passiert? Such a rose.
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it? You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, oh, it let out a stench that could wake the dead.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials.
Es sind Ohren. Ich dachte immer, das sind ihre Haare, aber sehen aus wie Ohren, ne? Such a Rose. Harmlos und süß. Die Alchemistin Such a Rose aus Mondstadt, die sich für alle Dinge des Lebens stark interessiert, hat sich auf Bioalchemie spezialisiert. Ob es um eine Arznei geht, die die Nektarproduktion von Zuckerblumen erhöht, oder ein Sprühmittel, mit dem man Dämmerfrüchte frisch halten kann. Such a Rose nutzt ihre Bioalchemie, um die Welt etwas bunter zu machen. Sie ist jedoch nicht so gut im Umgang mit anderen Menschen, was wahrscheinlich daran liegt, dass sie das größte Teil ihrer Aufmerksamkeit auf ihre Experimente und Forschungen legt.
Hey, Timaeus! What are you chatting about? And who might this be?
Oh, hello, you two. This is Sucrose.
Hi, I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help.
Gutes Mädchen. Nun, dann sei bitte zuerst einmal nicht mehr so nervös.
Do I look nervous? My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to.
That's okay. You don't have to force yourself. I'm sure that once we get to know each other better, we'll become really good friends.
Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror?
Legendär ist ein bisschen übertrieben.
I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up close.
Research?
What do you mean, research?
Sorry, don't mind me. What am I saying?
Well, never mind. So, what were you two talking about just now?
Sucrose received a strange package recently.
A strange package?
Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt.
It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together.
Ah, das war die Mission mit den Karten.
A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside.
Aber da ist ein
There
Geschenk.
wasn't anything dangerous inside, just a bunch of strange cards.
Ja, ja, das waren die Karten.
I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they might be.
Ich dachte mir schon, ich habe doch von Such a Rose keine einzige Ding freigeschaltet, diese Legendenaufträge.
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing cards used for distinguishing reagents.
No, they didn't look like test cards. Here, have a look.
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of research that has started trending in the alchemical community during my absence?
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of research. It's a card game that's been getting really popular these days. It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG!
Das ist tatsächlich geniale Beschwörung.
Yeah, we've been hearing about this game all over the place. But this is the first time we've ever actually seen any of the cards. We didn't know it had made it all the way to Mondstadt. Must be pretty popular, huh?
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is really good. It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King has been captured inside.
Ist es Duell Yu-Gi-Oh?
It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes. After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks and become a legendary TCG player.
Doch, ist Yu-Gi-Oh, oder?
Timaeus.
Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose? If you're interested in how the story plays out, I can lend you the novels.
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline, citing personal reasons for the delay.
Well, I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation TCG until I've made enough progress in my research.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules. That way, I could say that I at least tried to appreciate his gift.
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even make you smarter.
Wenn du spielen möchtest, sag es einfach.
Okay, fine. Paimon's curious and would like to give it a try. Although, it seems like we can't learn how to play it anytime soon, because Timaeus has given up for a while.
Well, research is my priority, you know. But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail.
Also Margaret's.
Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They gather there, trade cards, and they're very welcoming to new players. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it.
Understood. Traveler, Paimon, let's go to the Cat's Tail and try asking around. To be honest, hearing Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Ja, wusste ich so. Ganze Kartenspiel. Ich denke so, hä? Ich habe doch keinen Legendenauftrag mit der gemacht. Warum taucht zweimal auf? So. Machen wir noch schnell, ne? Hätte ich was vergessen. Ich komme.
Maybe you.
Im nächsten. Immer im nächsten. Alles neu erstmal bauen. Dass ich 60 Punkte mehr bekomme. Ah genau, so levelt man glaube ich ab. Ich muss viel Neues
If you
bauen.
ever have it.
Ah, okay. Musst du kurz kochen? Genau. Erhalten so. Perfekt. Jetzt habe ich hier nichts mehr stehen. Kopfgeld läuft noch. So. So. Jetzt hat man so einiges gemacht für heute. Leute, das war's aber für heute. Hier haben wir nichts mehr. Perfekt. Nicht, dass ich wieder vergesse. Auf jeden Fall. Hier war Roby von RDR Production. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Subscribt, kommentiert. Und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal bei Genshin Impact. Ciao, ciao.